You know what's so crazy? To be getting evicted on Section 8. That shit's wild as fuck. I hate the system. I hate Minnesota.
How long you gonna be on food stamps?
50 years.
Mind your business! Stop being nosy!
Let me tell y'all something. This is my last year. Okay?
This my mama last year on Section 8.
Yeah.
Shut up.
The little boy kept it real. He said 50 years.
50 years.
He probably didn't understand that his mama can't milk the system no more, but he was saying the plan. He knew his mama like the back of his hand. She probably even told him, look, I'm going to pass this voucher down to y'all. Y'all going to inherit my Section 8 when I'm long gone. That's what some of these ghetto parents do. You can tell she a ghetto parent. The only reason she getting off the program is because she has to. And she know it too. She know it.
Tuesday on into Tuesday.
I had a knock on the door of 2026. My new year ain't good this year of 2026 for starters. I had a knock on the door today. Got served to go to court for eviction papers to move out of my Section 8 housing and everything. And this is humiliation and embarrassing in the new apartment.
Airports are tricky places.
And then I go to court. What they're going to do is give me 30 days to get out.
Something that you can never repeat to anyone.
They stopped paying on my Section 8 since back November.
Yes, your secret.
And this is so wrong and not fair. Today,
Those doors are going to
you know, I tried calling family members to see if I could stay at their places. They said, that is your own damn fault, is what they told me.
Wait 5 minutes.
Never depend on Section 8.
Just today.
They said, you are on your own.
No one is going to be.
They gave her some sound advice. Never depend on Section 8. That is your own fault because you got approved for Section 8. You were staying in the property. You knew that they stopped paying and you still thought you could stay there. You didn't try to get up off your behind and make something shake. Clearly, she just up in there, willy-nilly, she just in there, thinking nothing was going to happen. Now she's upset that she got to go to court and might be getting put out. She's saying it's not fair. It is fair. You had all of that time to stay in there to get back on your feet. You should be back on your feet. What's not fair is countries like Africa and these third world countries where they don't get any government assistance at all. They don't get no help. There's no such thing as help from the government. America, at least they help you. It's more than fair. What's not fair is you taking up space, whereas those that need the help need a place. You had your time, it's somebody else's turn. And let's speak on the family. We don't know her relationship with whichever family members she reached out to. They could not be on good terms, right? They could be beefing. Maybe she's not a trustworthy person. Maybe she steal or do drugs, or there's a specific reason that they don't want her living with them. We don't know her circumstances, right? But what we do know is she's been on Section 8 and now she's about to get put out. She got to figure out something to do, and it don't look like she got a plan at all.
Watching those doors.
So heartless.
It's going to be watching you.
It is, I don't know what I'm going to do
America.
or anything like that. Then,
Have a nice life, listener.
talking to people and that with people gossiping, I found out why I'm also getting evicted out of there because they quit paying for my voucher. They said because my apartment was a freaking pigsty, dirty.
You set them free so that somebody else can have the place.
It's like they said my dishes were stacked up. My house was dirty
All right, here we go.
when they did the inspections.
Somebody help me out on this. When they come to do Section 8 inspections, do you get a warning? Do they tell you, look, around these dates, somebody might come out to do an inspection? Or is it random? Either way, you should be prepared. You should have the place spotless so they can't say anything, so they don't have any reason to put you out. You should make sure you're not breaking any rules. Why wouldn't you want to live in a clean place anyway? They're saying it's a pigsty. It's filthy. She just in there dirty, trifling. Got everybody gossiping. Everybody in the apartment though. She probably in a small town where word get around. They're saying your property is a pigsty, ma'am. I wouldn't want to get compared to swine in any type of way because you know pigs are the nastiest of the nastiest.
I guess I didn't meet their standards. Well, I'm like, everybody has a dirty apartment, you know?
What? That really just came out her mouth. She said, everybody has a dirty apartment, No, we don't know. Where did you get your information from? Maybe everybody in that complex that you're in, that apartment complex, maybe they all are dirty. But everybody that got an apartment not dirty. Maybe she a little off. Maybe a couple screws loose in her head because her thinking ain't right. For her to even think that came out her mouth fluent as if she was saying something factual. Everybody got a dirty apartment. Like, that's the expectations. Don't nobody clean up their apartment. Like they're saying something wrong. Why are they on me about keeping my apartment clean when don't nobody keep their apartment clean? But y'all want to come at me. That's basically what she's saying.
But, and that, they said my clothes were laid around all over the house and everything. That my garbage can was so full of trash. They tried to say I don't take the trash out. This is so wrong. I'm getting thrown out of my apartment, man. And guys, they cut the Section 8 freebie vouchers off. We're not getting them anymore. So, those who are on Section 8, just be aware. They're cutting people off. That's all I have to say. I'm sorry to boo-hoo on here.
In the words of that lady right there, they didn't cut her voucher. Not voucher, her voucher. She got a speech impediment, though, you could tell. But they cut her voucher. I just don't see no accountability. She acting like she ain't do nothing wrong. They saying I'm dirty. I got dishes stacked up. They saying I don't take my trash out. They saying my property is a pigsty. Are they just speaking things that are not true? Or did they come in there, they did an inspection, they realized, look, this lady ain't taking the trash out. She in here got it dirty. She ain't doing nothing. She just sitting around stinking and drinking. I don't know what she doing, but she not cleaning up. We do know that. Maybe word got around. Maybe everybody know, look, this lady don't clean up. It's trifling in there. She said people been gossiping. But clearly when they did the inspection, she did not meet the expectations. That's a shame, especially as a woman. These days, women don't clean up. They don't even clean themselves good. But hey, I'm going to hold that thought. I'm just saying, if you don't clean your house, more than likely you're not cleaning yourself right either. Am I right or am I wrong? Matter of fact, am I right or am I right? Let's keep it rolling, though.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for people who on Section 8 and on any government assistance. Trump said no more. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Like, I got kicked off of Section 8 2 years ago and just started paying regular rent. It's hard, but what about all these people who can barely pay this stuff? Project 25 calls for cuts for all government assistance programs, including SNAP, Medicaid, Section 8, housing assistance, VA benefits. And what's really breaking my heart, I don't care what nobody got to say, mostly people who are on Section 8 is women with kids. It's about to be so many homeless people now, y'all. And not to mention, my cousin just got a letter from her landlord 2 days ago stating that he's selling his whole apartment complex because it's no more Section 8. You cannot get comfortable with anything that's dealing with government assistance. Like, they can throw you off at any given time.
She's saying that as if that's not a known thing. I guess they didn't know the people on Section 8 expected to stay on there forever and ever. So I guess this is a wake-up call for them. Why would you depend on anything the government gives you? Why would you depend on the government in the first place? Depending on them is one thing. Using them as a stepping stool is another thing. You should just use it to get back right in life. Not think I'm going to stay on this thing forever. I'm living a sweet life. Thankful for her, she got off there 2 years ago, so she got a 2-year head start. Otherwise, she would have been getting a letter too and having to figure it out right then and there, which will be the case for a lot of people. Millions of Americans. The government about to be back shut down come February 14th, more than likely. Remember last time during the shutdown, that's when all of the Section 8 tenants were in uproar. They were overreacting and freaking out. Trump told them, look, come 2026, these programs are being cut. If you've been on there longer than 2 years, you're getting cut off. It's time for other people to move to the front of the line. We're going to give y'all 2 years. We're not going to cut the program completely. And if you are an able-bodied person, then you got to get up and work. People should expect it by now, sometime this year, that they're going to get cut off. And some people have already started to take the initiative to find jobs. Some people that's been milking the system. They like, look, I'm not going to be left in a predicament like that. I'm about to go ahead and get started right now so I can have a little jump start. And let me just speak on the landlords too. At one point in time, landlords and property investors loved Section 8 because they had guaranteed payments. They knew that they would get paid. They didn't have to deal with tenants directly. They knew the government was going to make sure they get that check. I told you a lot of property owners, real estate investors, they will be selling their properties and exiting the game. Yo, family, as always, let me know what y'all think about this video. If you want to see more Section 8 videos, let me know. I do got another one coming for y'all, so make sure y'all check that one out too. And we're going to keep it rolling all throughout the government shutdown. If things start to get hectic, then y'all know y'all can depend on me to give y'all the latest updates on what's going on. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, it's your brother YT. Peace. To my Hebrew fam, shalom. I'll catch y'all on the next one.